All right, so in this video, we are going to be doing a line drawing of our face. And this is the goal for today is to get basically just a line drawing or an outline of all of our features, our eyes, maybe glasses, nose, mouth, hair, and everything else. So let's back up though. On last week or last time we met, we did an outline using dots to connect where our face was. And I actually asked you to measure, we put lines on and then to measure from the side of your head and then put a dot on the right side to kind of document where that would be. So hopefully you have that done and you can just kind of start, if you haven't already, you can kind of outline where the oval of your face is going to be. You can do a little bit of the hair. I wouldn't get too worried about that until you start getting some of your other features done. So I want to show you a little trick here, because last week we did a lot of measuring and we said, okay, we went almost 2 inches from the side of the face here, so we went 2 inches here. And feel free to do that when you're drawing the features. But I do want to show you a trick that might help you, that might be a little bit quicker and a little bit easier. And that is, we're going to use our pencil as a measuring device. So this would be like the 0, and then where you put your thumb would be the measurement of how wide or long, whatever you want to say, the distance is. So let me demonstrate that a little bit. I want to find out where my eyeglass, where the nose part of my eyeglasses ends on this side. So I'm going to put the end of my pencil right here, and then I put my thumb where the cut of the portrait paper is, or the picture. So that is the distance right there. And so now I can flip my picture and say, okay, from my glasses where they stop in the picture, I'm just going to put a little line right there. And what that does is that gives me a little clue that, hey, this is where the nose piece stops. And then my glasses start to kind of, they go up just a little bit, they hike up just a little bit. So I'm gonna do my glasses, but I want to finish my eyes first. So I'm going to do the same thing with my eyes. I want to go from the edge of the picture to where the tear duct or the inner corner of my eye is. So you can see that space got just a little bit longer. It went from the edge of the picture to the tear duct. And then I'm going to rotate my paper and put a little dot right there. So that's the tear duct of my, technically it would be my left eye, but as we're looking at the picture, it looks like a right. So that's the inner corner of my eye. So now if I go inner corner of my eye is where my thumb is, and I extend my pencil out, this is the width of one eye. So I'm going to then rotate my paper, do the same thing, but you notice I'm putting that where my previous dot was, and then I just put a little dot right there. And so that is going to be where my other eye is. I'm going to erase this just to make it a little easier. Okay, so then we know that the eye is about kind of like a football shape. So I'm going to start with that, and then I can refer back to my picture and say, okay, maybe it's a little skinnier, maybe it's a little rounder, whatever it may be. So I'm just going to start with a very generic eye. And I think looking at mine, my eyes kind of angle up a little bit more, so I might just angle this and then kind of have it come down. This might be just a little flatter, so I'll manipulate that just a little bit. Then I have the iris to put in, and I have the pupil, and I can put in more details. But I'm going to go ahead and move on to the nose, again using my pencil as a measuring device. We also know by the rules of portraiture that the nose lines up with the inner corner, so that actually does work out. And then I can just kind of start drawing in all my other features. And so again, our goal for today is to get to this point, and you can also erase all the extra lines that we used in our previous class.